Good day. Today we are going to be looking at teenage pregnancy and also sexually transmitted diseases. When a parent fails to prevent underage sex in their children, what it usually results in is teenage pregnancy or STDs, or sexually transmitted diseases, are usually the results. Now, we don't normally want our children, it's not something parents pray for, to hear that maybe our daughters are pregnant or our sons got someone pregnant, but it does happen. Now, if you find yourself in such a situation, you must be tactical. Now, that's what this topic is about. It's about sharing with parents what to do if you find out your daughter is pregnant or your son got someone pregnant. Now, as angry as you may be that this has happened, this is not the time to met out that anger on that child, or try and start fighting the child or beating the child or getting angry with the child. This is not the time. The time for quarreling or arguments should have been before they became sexually active. This is not the time for that. This is the time for you to do your best and sit your child down and explain to them what lies ahead. Let them know that from this time forward, this is what they are going to be expecting, and this is what they are going to be expecting. It's not the time to quarrel. Definitely, it is not the time to push the child out. One thing you must never do is very common in Nigeria, especially in this southern part of Nigeria where I live. When a girl, especially a girl child, is pregnant, a lot of parents push the girl out and say, go and get married to the boy. Now, that is a very, very, very wrong thing to do. That child is confused, the child is worried, the child is bewildered. They don't know what marriage is. Neither does the boy who got them pregnant. They don't know what marriage is. Pushing them into such a union will only lead to more disaster. Even if the boy is willing to marry, you should prevent teenagers from getting married. They are too young. Teenagers do not know what marriage is about. It's going to take a lot of training for them, a lot of years of maturity for them to be able to handle the responsibilities of marriage, the responsibilities of having children. That's a very, very wrong time to say, yeah, you've gotten pregnant, so go and get married to the boy. That's the very, very wrong thing to do. If your child, if it's a girl, should live with you and have the baby with you. That's the only way you can monitor how it's going to go. And I know it's not something any parent prays for, but it's the right thing to do. She should be within your reach, within your eyesight, so that you can be able to check on how she's going through the pregnancy, and also check on the early childhood of that child. It is your grandchild after all, so you should be able to go through it with the child. I'm not talking about shielding. One thing you should avoid: do not shield your children from teenage pregnancy. Don't shield them. Don't. Yes, you should support them emotionally, financially, and otherwise, but don't shield them from the responsibilities of what they have done. Let the child carry. I am not in support of girls who are pregnant going for abortions. They should have the children. Now, because every child is important, every child is a gift. They should have the children, then you should help them go through the pregnancy, go through the early childbirth period, give them some of the responsibilities of that parenthood as well, so that they should be able to deal with the consequences of what they have done. If you are the parent of the boy, as is common also in this part, it's common for parents to immediately deny the pregnancy, even before they ask their child. Some of them are, even before they ask their son, some of them are already saying, my son cannot get your daughter pregnant. My son is a Christian boy. He doesn't involve in fornication, so you can't say, many of them will do that. And that's a very wrong thing to do. First of all, you should find time to find out from your son, with all honesty, if he has anything to do with pregnancy. And until you can prove that the child is not yours, which is usually through a DNA test, do not deny that your son has impregnated anyone. If you are a parent and someone shows up at your doorstep one day and says, oh, your son impregnated my daughter, do not be quick to send the parents away or to start a quarrel. Settle down and see how both parents can help both children to deal with the consequences of their mistake. The child in question is your grandchild, and you should be very, very careful of how you turn away your grandchild. You know, don't ask them to marry each other. It is a very wrong decision to do. They should live apart. Although, even though the boy should be meant to shoulder some of the responsibilities of his child, that they should both, of course, if the parents decide, get jobs, even if it is part-time jobs. I'm not also in support of children dropping out of school because of pregnancy. No, they should continue with their schooling, but they should get jobs to support the child. Even as their own parents, as the grandparents of the child or the baby, also support them, but don't shoulder the responsibility. Don't take everything away from them. Let them be able to deal with it. Don't force them to get married. You know, let them they raise the child as a couple, but not as a married couple. They should raise the child. Both children should be living with their parents while they are doing that. They should not be encouraged to get married until they understand what it means to get married. And that would involve getting older too. It would involve them getting to at least 20 something, or even 30s, in their 30s, before they can decide if they want to get married. Having a child is not a good enough reason to get married. you know so also continue speaking with them concerning abstinence, because they are now pregnant, isn't a license to continue underage sex. They should still continue to abstain so that more children will not come in to that system. They should continue to abstain while they focus on putting effort into raising the children. Both parents, that is the grandchildren of children, your responsibility at this time should be to teach your children how to be good parents to the child that is on the way. If you are a parent, your daughter is pregnant, prepare for a fruitful meeting with the parents of the boy who got your daughter pregnant. But be prepared for anything. Like I said, a lot of children of boys who get girls pregnant, the moment you step into the door and you say, "Oh, your son got my daughter pregnant," they are ready for battle, they are ready for war, because they don't want to shoulder the responsibility of a child. Be prepared for the worst. Don't allow it to degenerate into a battle. If you are not received well, go home and try again another day. But everyone should have in mind the best welfare of the innocent child that is on the way. If you have This is a very sensitive topic. If you have questions concerning it, do well to ask to the comment section. Share this video with those who need it, and subscribe so that you can also get information as more videos will be coming up. In our next topic, we are going to be looking at STDs. It's a very short one. Till then, thank you.